Now let's learn how separable verb works. Let us now understand the conjugation of Trennbare verbs. The next one is einkaufen. Can you guess the prefix here? The prefix is ein and kaufen is the base verb. First, understand what are separable verbs. Now let's do the verb uncommon, which means to arrive. How we can frame questions with separable verbs. So we have two type of questions here. One is W-Frage, that is the W question, and one is Ja-Nein-Frage, which means yes no question. List of 15 common German separable verbs. Hallo zusammen. Willkommen zu Ihrem Deutschkurs mit J&C Language School. Hello everyone. Welcome to your German class with J&C Language School. Today's topic is very important. Trennbare Verben or separable verbs. In German, many verbs come with little prefixes like auf, ein, mit or ab. And in certain sentence structures, these prefixes separate from the verb and move to the end of the sentence. Example, ich stehe jeden Tag 7 Uhr auf. Now, auf is a prefix here that will move at the back. This can be confusing at first, but once you understand the rule, it becomes fun and logical. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use these everyday verbs correctly, and your German will sound much more natural and fluent. Let's get started with Trennbare Verben and learn how to put the pieces together. Let us first understand what are separable verbs. As the name say, separable, these verbs separate. So these verbs will have detachable prefixes that will move to the end. Now the prefixes will be something like ab, an, auf, aus, ein, mit, for, zu, nach or weg. So how you can recognize them in a dictionary? You will see a vertical line. For example, aufstehen is a separable verb. So auf is the prefix. It will have two parts. Auf has two parts where auf is the prefix and this is the base verb. Stehen is the base verb. So separable verb will always have a prefix and a base verb. In this, prefix goes at the back of the sentence and the base verb will take the second place. How you can recognize them in a dictionary? You will see a vertical line in between the prefix and the base verb. That's how you will recognize this as a separable verb in dictionary. Now let's learn how separable verb works. Separable verbs are called Trennbare Verben. Trennbare Verben, which means separable. They separate. So they have two parts. One is the prefix and the other part is the base verb. Now if you see the verb here, aufstehen. Here, auf is the prefix and stehen is the base verb. So prefix will go at the back in the sentence and base verb, which is stehen, will come at the second place in a sentence and it has to be conjugated based on the subject. Aufstehen means to get up. Let's see the example. Ich stehe 6 Uhr auf. Now, as I said, prefix has to move at the back. So auf is the prefix going at the back. Stehen is the base verb. It will come at second place. If you see here, verb in second place and prefix at the back. Prefix is going at the back and verb is at the second place. And the second place verb is always conjugated as per the subject. So ich is the subject here. That's why E ending. Ich stehe 6 Uhr auf means I get up at 6 o'clock. Let us now understand the conjugation of Trennbare verbs. You already know these personal pronouns. These are called subjects and they only conjugate the verb. Ich always take E ending. So ich is I, du is you. It takes ST ending. Er, sie, es is he, she, it. It takes T ending. Wir means we. Wir takes EN ending. Ihr means you all. It takes T ending. Sie means they and formal you. And this takes EN ending. So how will we conjugate the Trennbare verb? Here, the bold text is the prefix which is moving at the back. So we will conjugate it like this. Since ich takes E ending, it will be ich stehe and auf will move at the back. Du stehst, auf goes at the back. Er, sie, es steht because it takes T ending, so steht. Auf is moving at the back. Wir stehen, En is the ending and auf is moving at the back. Ihr steht, T ending, auf is moving at the back. Sie stehen, auf at the back. Now let's do the verb uncommon, which means to arrive. So here the prefix is moving at the back and it is in bold. Ich komme an I arrive. Du kommst an. You arrive. Er, sie, es kommt an would mean he arrives, she arrives, it arrives. Wir kommen an means we arrive. Ihr kommt an, you all arrive. Sie kommen an means they arrive and you arrive. Now if you see, an is moving at the back, it is the prefix, and the verb kommen is conjugated at second place based on the subject. Now let's see the example. Ich stehe jeden Morgen 7 Uhr auf. Auf is the prefix moving at the back. And stehen is the base verb. It will come at second place in a sentence and it has to be conjugated based on the subject, which is ich here. That's why it is taking E ending. Der Zug kommt 14 Uhr an. An is the prefix moving at the back. The base verb here is kommen, which will come at second place and it has to be conjugated based on the subject. Here the subject is Zug, so that's why T ending. Der Zug kommt 14 Uhr an. It means the train arrives at 2 p.m. Now let's see some example sentences. Aufstehen means to get up. Du stehst jeden Tag 6 Uhr auf. You get up at 6 every day. Jeden Tag means every day. Tag is a noun. That's why T is capital. Auf is the prefix moving at the back. Stehen is the base verb coming at the second place in a sentence. And it has to be conjugated based on the subject du. That's why it is taking ST ending. The next one is anfangen, which means to begin. Now can you guess what could be the prefix here? The prefix here is an, because it is moving at the back here, right? Sie fängt ein neues Projekt an. She begins a new project. So anfangen is the verb here. An is the prefix moving at the back. Fangen is the base verb coming at second place in a sentence, and it has to be conjugated based on the subject, which is sie, she. That's why it is taking T ending. The next one is einkaufen. Can you guess the prefix here? The prefix is ein and kaufen is the base verb. So if you see the base verb, it will be something you know already. Kommen, gehen, bringen, something like that. And the prefix will always be mit, an, bei, ab, auf, something like that. Let's see the example. Ich kaufe am Samstag ein. Ein is the prefix. It will go at the back. Kaufen is the base verb coming at second place. Conjugated based on the subject, ich. That's why E ending. Ich kaufe am Samstag ein. I go shopping on Saturday. The next one is mitbringen, which means to bring along. Er bringt seine Freundin mit. He brings his girlfriend along. Mit is the prefix going at the back. Bringen is the main verb. The base verb coming at second place. Conjugated based on the subject, er. Let us now see list of 15 common German separable verbs. The first one is abfahren. Here, ab is the prefix. It means to depart or to leave. Abfahren. The next one is uncommon. An is the prefix. Uncommon. It means to arrive. The next one is aufstehen. Aufstehen. Auf is the prefix. It will go at the back. It means to get up. The next one is ausgehen. Ausgehen. Aus is the prefix. It will go at the back. It means to go out. The next one is einladen. Once again, einladen. Ein is the prefix. It means to invite. The next one is einkaufen. Einkaufen. Ein is the prefix. It means to shop. The next one is Fernsehen. Fernsehen. Fan is the prefix. It means to watch TV. The next one is mitbringen. Mitbringen. In mitbringen, mit is the prefix. This verb means to bring along. The next one is teilnehmen. Once again, teilnehmen. Teil is the prefix and it will go at the back. It means to participate. The next one is zuhören. Z is pronounced as sir, so this is zuhören. It means to listen. Zu will go at the back. Anfangen. Anfangen means to begin or to start. Here, an is the prefix. Anfangen. The next one is aufhören. Once again, aufhören, which means to stop or to cease. Auf is the prefix here. The next one is zurückkommen. Once again, zurückkommen. So ruk is the prefix. It will go at the back. This verb means to come back or to return. The next one is voorbereiden. Voorbereiden. We pronounce as first. So this is voorbereiden. Here, for is the prefix. This verb means to prepare. The last one is nachdenken. Once again, nachdenken. It means to think about or to reflect. Here, nach is the prefix which will move at the back of the sentence. Let us now see how we can frame questions with separable verbs. So we have two types of questions here. One is W-Frage, that is the W question, and one is Ja-Nein-Frage, which means yes-no question. In W-Frage, the W word always comes at first place and the verb comes at second place, and it has to be conjugated based on the subject and prefix move at the back. Let's see how. Wann stehst du auf? Since it's a W-Frage, that's the W question. W word always comes at first place. Here, wann is coming at first place. Aufstehen is a Trennbare verb. Prefix is auf. It will move at the back. And stehen will come at second place. Conjugated based on the subject, which is du. That's why it is taking st ending. So when do you get up is wann stehst du auf? Now the next W-Frage is wo kaufen Sie ein? Where do you shop? Einkaufen is a Trennbare verb here. Kaufen is the base verb which will come at second place. And first place, W word will come. Ein is the prefix that will go at the back. Wo kaufen Sie ein? The next one is was bringst du mit? Was bringst du mit? Mitbringen is the verb here. Trennbare verb. Mit goes at the back and bringen comes at second place. W word comes at first place. Bringen has to be conjugated with the subject du. That's why st ending. Was bringst du mit? It means what are you bringing along? Now let's see the yes-no question, which is called Ja-Nein-Frage. In German, Ja-Nein-Frage, verb always comes at first place. So here, the base verb is stehen. It will come at first place. And auf is the prefix. It will move at the back. Stehst du früh auf? This is the first example. Stehst du früh auf? It means, do you get up early? Here, stehen is coming at first place and it is conjugated based on the subject du. That's why st ending. Auf is the prefix moving at the back. And always end all the questions with a question mark. See, it's a question. Everything is ending with a question mark. The next example is kaufen Sie heute ein? Einkaufen is the Trennbare verb here, and ein is the prefix which will move at the back. And in yes-no question, base verb comes at first place. So that's why kaufen is coming at first place and it is conjugated based on the subject Sie. That is why it is taking en ending. Kaufen Sie heute ein? Are you shopping today? Ended with a question mark. Now the last example here is bringt seinen Freund mit? Mitbringen is the Trennbare verb here, where mit is the prefix, it will go at the back. Bringen is the base verb, it will come at first place because it's a yes-no question. And it has to be conjugated with the subject, which is here. That's why it is taking T ending. Bringt seinen Freund mit? Mit is going at the back. This means, is he bringing his friend along? In yes-no question, always put verb at first place and end it with a question mark. I hope Trennbare verbs are clear to you now. I hope you like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Danke!